morning. What you have just seen me do is attempt a beginner's ballet class, which is part of one of my university studies, and I'll probably talk more about it in a separate video, but I just thought I'd include it as part of this routine today because I'm going to try and film a video of just my day. It's about 8:45 in the morning. I've been up for about an hour trying to get in this class as I want to introduce it into my new daily routine. So I'll get up, do my ballet class, have some breakfast, and then by 10 o'clock I'm sat down ready for my lecture. Today is a bit of an exception in a few ways because obviously it's the first day I'm doing this class. I've got my lecture, which I've had now for a few weeks, and then I may have a blood test at about 4:30 this afternoon, as I'm part of like a COVID testing scheme at the university. So with that being said, I thought I would kind of film the day and see how it goes. The only exception of today is that it started snowing overnight. Yesterday it was quite sunny and quite warm actually. I did my food shop to try and get some new like really healthy bits of food for this study, and it was sunny. Like I took my coat off because I was getting too hot, and I've woken up this morning and it's very frosty, very snowy, very beautiful, but now I'm just like, more snow again. Like when people, you know, are trying to find some sort of motivation to go outside and do something, yeah, it might make things a little bit difficult, but oh well, life is worse somewhere else, I guess. This is what I have on at the minute. I bought this leotard and this little kind of skirt off of Amazon. I did like a little ballet haul of just some like basic essentials that I thought would help me. However, I don't know if it's just because maybe I've stretched the leotard out, but it's already starting to bag a little bit. The back does leave me quite vulnerable, if I can get it in, just because half of the back is just string, and I feel like the case has been that once you stretch one bit of string, the whole thing kind of becomes a bit loose. But I really like the leotard still, so I'm hoping that maybe after a wash, just because obviously I should wash it, maybe I'll just need to sew it up a little bit and just tighten up the strings, because maybe I just bought a size that was one bit too big, and the minute it stretched, it became a bit loose for me. I tried to film some of the ballet, as you've probably just seen, and I was very aware of the fact that when I lifted my arms up, the leotard was kind of pulling down and, you know, not becoming suitable for work, I guess. So for this morning's breakfast, on my kind of attempt to be healthy with this ballet thing, I'm going to be having eggs on toast, and then I'm going to be having one of these this morning. Normally I have a coffee, but I think I'm going to try and save that now for the afternoons, just to have one a day when I think I'm going to kind of hit my wall. Partly because it's still cold outside and I feel like this is the type of tea that's best for it. And it's also just good for you, and I really enjoy it, so yeah. So I've just finished my lecture for the day. Ooh. Just realised I hadn't saved my work, and I'm actually feeling quite optimistic after that lecture because we ended up reading out our work that we've been doing for the past week, which was a literature review, which is something that I've personally never done before apart from in my dissertation. and even that didn't include that much reading material. But my kind of the feedback that I got was positive. I got some really good kind of constructive criticism that will only help, will help me and benefit my work. And then we spent some of the session looking at actually planning our essays and how we can really break it down. And I think because we did that, and I actually managed to smash out like a whole page worth of planning, it's put into perspective what this conference paper will actually look like, and I'm feeling quite positive about it now. I have been dipping out of using my phone and my camera today, just because I think I filmed a bit too much this morning and drained my camera battery already, and I only have one, so while that's charging I'm going to be filming some bits on my phone. But I thought I would give you a bit of a rundown of what my university life is looking like for term 2, just because today's intended video was like a day in the life, just because obviously I haven't uploaded in a couple of months, so I kind of just wanted to get back into the swing of things with a pretty relaxed video. But I thought, because a day in my life right now is looking a bit different to what it was a couple of months ago, I thought I would kind of just sit down and talk about it and actually tell you what it's looking like at the minute, as well as obviously making this a part of the normal vlog. But at the minute I am currently studying 4 modules within my masters. So before Christmas it was 2. I had Performance Matters 1 and an AP minor, and then this term there's 4. So I have Performance Matters 2, Artist Mentor, Placement and Choreo within wider context. All 4 of them are very different. However, all 4 of them I have a choice on what the kind of topic is that I want to research. They're all just researched in a variety of ways. So for Performance Matters 2, which is kind of essay based, this time around we're writing a conference paper and giving a conference. I will be talking about the representation of female criminals. I won't go too much into detail with my topics, partly because it's still quite fresh to me, but also because I don't know, I don't have enough information yet to talk about them, and I might change my mind and things will be different. But I am focusing on crime, representation, feminist theories, and all that fun stuff, as well as performances that could relate to this. Within choreo, within a wider context, which is probably the most exciting one for me right now, I am training myself to be a ballerina. I was going to do like a little haul after this bit, because I've been buying myself some little ballet stuff, and it's like, I'm just really excited to get this thing started, because it's the subject, it's the topic, it's the bit of research that will have kind of the most impact on my everyday life, and I hope it's something that I can really keep up with and stay committed to. And yeah, I'm really excited. For my placement, which is something that will be happening way down the line this year, I'll say way down the line, it's kind of one of the last things to happen this term. Hopefully I will be going to a primary school to do some work with storytelling and escapism and exploring other worlds with young children. However, of course, with COVID in mind, this may be something that has to be adapted to online learning. This is, out of everybody's hands. Even I knew going into this that it might not be possible for me to go and work physically in a school, just because of the guidelines, and schools are being extra strict right now, of course. However, the ideal placement for me is that I might be going back to York for a week and working within a primary school with some year 5 children. Looking at storytelling and everything that comes with that. So that should be really exciting, because I have never done a placement like that. I've never done a placement within a school. I don't have the intention of becoming a teacher, as I know a lot of people would do placement to become a teacher, or a teacher assistant or whatever. However, for me, it's just the experience of running workshops, working with a variety of children, and yeah, gaining some experience and expanding my own knowledge within storytelling. And then the fourth one is called Artist Mentor, and I've left it till last because it's probably got the least amount of information to go with it, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I quite literally don't understand this particular module. We've only had one meeting about it, and that was last week, and it was like the launch meeting. And the whole time, as kind of interesting as it was, I didn't really understand what anyone was saying, and it was more a case of people just introducing themselves. And yeah, I was interested to a certain extent, but after a while I kind of just lost interest because I didn't know what they were talking about. So I'm still figuring that one out. However, I think I have a lecture for that tomorrow, so maybe they will answer some of my questions, because otherwise I don't think I'll be enjoying that module that much. But overall, while I've just kind of spat out all that information, it's been an interesting couple of weeks in terms of adapting back to this university lifestyle, because midway through December, I went home after I went for a COVID test. I got the clear that I was negative. I went home during the little time period that university students got given to go home. And then I worked for about a month back at the shop that I work at in York. And I didn't have anything to do with uni for that month, because we didn't have any assignments or reading. You know, all of our deadlines were before Christmas. So it was lovely because I had, you know, about a month break just to spend with my family or earn some money. So then the kind of flip side to that was when I came back in January, it was kind of straight back into work and straight back into that mindset of analysing everything and research and essays and literature reviews and things that just kind of you don't do on an everyday basis, I think. So it's been quite an overwhelming couple of weeks. I think I've definitely kind of experienced more of the negative side to it all rather than the positive. However, this week I've kind of started my ballet training, and I'm changing my diet around. I'm trying to eat healthier, mainly to do with this ballet kind of experiment, but also just because I've been really, really lacking with just looking after myself. So this week I'm going into this positively. It's Tuesday. Yesterday was the first day of my study, and I'm excited now. And as I've probably just put in a clip before, I had a lecture today to do with my kind of crime and feminism and things, and it was a positive and somewhat productive lecture where we were reading out some of our work, we were getting peer feedback, and mine went quite well, which is a nice kind of positive reinforcement, I think, when you've done some work that you might be doubting or you're just not that kind of sure of, or you hate it altogether, for people to kind of sit there and tell you that actually you did quite a good job and it was, easy to understand and easy to follow. It makes you feel quite clever, or it does for me anyway. I've certainly left that lecture feeling quite accomplished and quite proud of myself. Hello. Oh, cool. Just got an email about my blood test saying that I'll be getting a Amazon voucher afterwards, which is quite exciting. I didn't know when I would get it, but I think I'm getting it today, so that means I'll be able to buy some more ballet stuff. On that note, I actually did want to show you some of the bits I bought for ballet. This is partly just to feed the kind of inner child within me that's, wants to always be a little ballerina, but also because I don't really have any dance wear. I didn't have any kind of appropriate clothing for ballet, and it's part of it is, it's all about the outfit. You want to look good, but I also did want to do this properly. I wanted to experience this as if I was going to a real ballet class, because I do think if COVID wasn't happening, I would have tried to have signed up for some sort of class, you know, for beginners that I could go to every week. So what did I get? My leotard is already in the wash just because, you know, hygiene. But I got some tights that arrived today, and these are the convertible dance tights. So basically you can take the foot off and just have it resting, you know, around your ankle. But I think these will be really, really nice for when I've got my full leotard skirt ensemble on, and when I start to wear point shoes just for a little bit of practice in them, it'll be a little bit softer on my foot to have tights on, and they're in pink. I haven't actually opened them yet because they arrived today, but you can see that they're just like the standard pink. I think my favourite piece is this little skirt, and it is quite little. I think I should have sized up, but I always forget that I have quite long thighs. I have quite a long hip bum thigh ratio, so it fits me nicely, don't get me wrong. You know, it covers what needs to be covered, and it's perfect for when I'm just doing my training. And I think I'm going to get another one of these in like a baby blue colour, just because, yeah, I'm like overthinking what I want to look like as a ballerina, and yeah, that's one of them. I have bought myself some point shoes. Now, I am fully aware, if anyone watches this who does ballet or understands it, I am in no position to kind of put myself through point ballet yet, just because I've not had the training. I won't be ready for it, but with that being said, I do want to try them at least. So it certainly won't be a case of in 2 months' time I'll be dancing fully on point. But I would like to at least try a week, maybe at the end of training, where I simply just practice it and get a feel for it, so I can fully appreciate and understand what trained ballerinas kind of go through. I have worn them a couple of times, and I can already tell, I can see why the training is so necessary, because of course they're not designed for everyone. However, I'm also just kind of excited to have a pair myself, and maybe one day I will be dancing on them a lot, if I can get them out of the bag. I also kind of, I guess, got to experience breaking in point shoes, because you don't just wear them as they arrive. So, you know, I've had to put my elastics on, and I've had to break them and kind of get them ready for my foot, kind of snap the top of them in, and I also know that some ballerinas like to cut down here and then sew it back up so it's a bit more flexible for the foot. But I'm kind of excited just to have these. I will probably just be sticking to one pair of point, just because I can't really afford to buy a continuous amount of pairs. But again, I have learned recently that professional ballerinas go through about 3 pairs a week. Or they at least change them up every 3 days just because of the wear and tear. So, you know, I'm learning these things every day. I also got myself some hairnets, just so when I want to kind of film myself doing ballet, I can properly kind of dress smartly and present myself well, because part of ballet is, you know, it's presentation, it's perfection, it's looking at people who have perfected something. And so you know, wearing your hair in a little bun with a hairnet on is part of it, and making sure that you look neat and tidy. So I got myself some little bits like that. And then I also have, I didn't buy them for this, but they've been adopted into this. I had some studio socks, which I had to wear anyway when I was at university, when you're inside the studio. But now these have been adopted into my work. So yeah, this is really random, and this is more just like a personal thing. But yeah, I want a little skirt that's like that colour, so when I wear them together, they like match. Anyway, that is kind of me so far. This will probably be chopped up and edited so it's easier to watch. But for now, I think I'm just going to edit a little bit and make sure I'm up to scratch with my work. And then in about an hour's time, I think I have my test for the COVID thing. Just because, yeah, as I explained before, Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I like zoned out then. As I explained before, because of the weather, they weren't sure whether or not the test could go forward today, because I believe that maybe some people wouldn't be able to attend, and everything has to be done on certain dates. However, I believe it is going forward, which means that at 4:30 I have to be in Headingley, which I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get there, because I want to save money. And me and my friend were going to walk there, because we were like, let's just walk to Headingley. It's not a massive walk, but it's a decent, healthy walk. But in this weather, it could become a pain. So I think I'll be getting the bus, which is more money spent on things I don't want to spend it on, because I want to spend my money on leotards and little ballet slippers. Hi, here's me being awkward. I'm on campus. I've just had my final set of blood tests. It's always such a strange experience, because I don't usually get kind of queasy or nauseous from blood tests, because I just don't pay attention to it. I try and kind of keep talking to the poor scientists, or just not think about what I'm doing. So but my elbow hurts now, because that was quite a sharp prick in the arm. I'm not going to go into detail, because some people might really hate that. But that was the final one of a 16-week test. So there was an intravenous blood test taken, and then I do a dry blood spot test. And I got an Amazon voucher. I've forgotten how much it was for, but they give people that kind of volunteered a voucher just to say thank you. And because it's already burning a hole in my pocket, I already have stuff in my Amazon basket that I want to get to do with ballet. So when I get back to the flat, I will be sat buying myself some new leotards, I think, so I'm quite excited. But just got to get the bus back. It's beautiful. It's like misty and snowy, and I'm kind of wrapped up warm. My fingers are a bit cold. But yeah, it's just it's quite nice to be out now, and I kind of feel relieved that all of that testing is over now, because it's just another responsibility that I had to remember. That came out really blurred then. It was just another responsibility that I had to remember. But now it's done, and hopefully it comes back that I don't have anything. It's not that I'm not getting COVID tests. It's I don't know, I think they're looking for antibodies, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna head back now and try and warm my hands up on the bus. Hello. Okay. I am really flustered, because the flat was really warm for a bit. Hello. I am going to sign off the video here, because I think I want to do this as just a simple day in the life, get back to it routine, and kind of welcoming myself back to my own channel. If you have got to this point, thank you very much. I appreciate the people who have stuck around, and I know I probably say this every single video, but I don't know, I just feel really appreciative, because I think I'm still such a teeny tiny channel that I kind of don't take anything for granted. So anyone that follows, anyone that likes or comments, it's, obviously I will see it and I will notice it, and it makes me really happy to see support. So with that being said, I think I'm going to spend half an hour importing some footage, doing a little bit of editing before bed, and I may even try and do another daily vlog tomorrow, and just see if I can keep them going for a week. Gives me something to do, keeps me a bit structured, and it's quite fun, and I think it'll be good for me, and my channel to get back on track. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking around, getting to this point. I hope you've had a lovely day. Please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you some other time.